Well, good morning, everybody. It's Steve Rosenbaum, and I do mean good morning. If you look at my clock right here, it is 5:36 a.m. I have been sitting at my desk for less than half an hour. Got up, made some coffee, and I had in my head the outline for my next course, my next project, and everything. And what I wanted to do is I got it down on paper, but I want to show you how I use a tool that I call the 10X Content Planner. And I actually have a full course coming out on this soon, but I want you to see that in less than half an hour, how I outlined this, and this will become my new course. It could become a book. It's going to start as a series of live training. This is something that I teach. I call, well, and I got this from Colin Terrio. He calls it FIDL, F-I-D-I-L, which is forget it, do it live. But he has a different word, a different F word for forget it. I'll do the PG-13 version. Forget it, do it live. And, so many folks get stuck on completing something before they produce it. I want you to see you don't have to do that. In fact, I am already telling people that I'm coming out with this information. I have already got people. You can see right here, I've got GoToWebinar open right here. And the reason why is because I'm telling people that I'm starting a series of training. I already have people signing up for it. I haven't even produced it yet, but I do have the idea in my head for the content. So this is why I say, if you have an idea for a book, if you have an idea for a course, watch this. Wait till you see how easy this is, and it's going to get you over all your fears. So here is a very simplified version of the 10X Content Planner. There's other ways to do it, which you'll see in my course. But you'll see you could do this, all right? 10X Content Planner basically means you're creating an outline of 10 steps, each step having 10 sub-steps. Don't get hung up on that number 10. It's a rough idea. It could be 8 steps and each one having 5 sub-steps. It could be that some steps have 4 sub-steps and some have 12 sub-steps. That's okay. We're basically creating an outline of your major topics and the subtopics that it would take to complete that step. So in this case, I'm going to be showing people how to do a treasure hunt funnel campaign. And I just completed one and had unbelievable results. So when I got out, when I got up this morning, I broke out this tool that I use called Workflowy, and it's an outlining tool. And I just started outlining what I would want to teach people to do. All right, we want to plan and set goals. We want to choose prizes. We want to talk about how we're going to deliver those prizes. We want to think about the graphics that we might include in our messages. Then we want to think about our messages. Then we want to plan out our tracking and our sending of those messages. Then we want to put people through what I call an RWA qualifier or a survey. This is a major step because this is how I identify people that are right now ready, willing, and able to work with me or buy my products. This is what makes it so golden. I started out with 10,000 people on the treasure hunt. I got it down to about the 3% that are ready, willing, and able. Right now, they want to buy from me. They want to hire me. So this is why people market wrong all the time. They're marketing to a big number like 10,000. It could even be 100, okay? It could be a smaller number, but the bottom line is, as we always say, about 3% of the people are ready, willing, and able. All right, how do you find those 3%? The other 97%, they're not paying attention. And here's the dirty, rotten secret. Out of those 10,000 people I sent it to, you might think that 10,000 people are opening and reading my messages. I would love that to happen, but it's not, okay? So what we need to do is we need to track and find the people that are, who are getting the most value, who's paying the most attention, showing the most interest, taking the most action, because that's what our tracking and our sending and our segmenting and our scoring and our RWA qualifier does. Then I want to show them the cool tools that I'm using, and then I'm going to have a fun section called the Marketing Pros Bag of Tricks. Now, it occurred to me as I'm reading this that one thing I didn't do was I didn't show results, okay? So what I like to do is I like to say what success looks like. So here I am creating a new, okay, here I am creating a new category, all right, or a new major topic, what success looks like, all right? And so a case study of my treasure hunt. That's it. That's all. See, here's what I'm saying. Okay, here's a topic that only has one subtopic, the case study of my treasure hunt, because that is what success looks like. Now, if we move on to planning and setting goals, let's move to planning and setting goals. Here's what we see. I want to tell people this is what I call an E and an A funnel. If you're familiar with my leak-proof funnel system, this is what I teach in Offline Funnel Mastery, and also my Flawless Follow-Up is all based on what I call my leak-proof funnel system. E is for engagement, A is for taking action. So the treasure hunt funnel is all about getting people engaged and getting them to take action. In fact, what I really wanted to do is I wanted to reactivate people. I wanted to wake them up. And parts of my list have been a little tired, and it's my fault. It's always my fault. And I mean that sincerely, okay? But over the past few months, I've had some things going on in my life. I've had some things, many of you know, had a member of my family pass away, and we were taking care of him. He was in hospice, and frankly, most of my time was spent with family the past few months. It's time for me now. He passed away. It's time for me to move forward. But I needed to reactivate and wake up my list because, hey, that happens, right? If I'm not taking care of them, then somebody else will. So I need to get back there. I need to bond and build rapport. Also, I don't use Facebook Messenger as much as I like to. So I wanted to incorporate a way to get people over to Facebook Messenger. I want to segment people. How do I want to segment them? I want to segment them by, number one, I've got some new products coming out, some new coaching coming out for people that have a book or a course idea. By the way, if you do have a book or a course idea, if you've got that idea and it's been in your mind, it's been in your heart, it's been in your soul forever, and you're dying to finally getting it out, watch for what I have coming up, okay? And that's part of why I'm doing this, and part of why I did my treasure hunt was to find those people. And roughly 50% of the people, this is why segmenting is so important, roughly 50% of the people that were engaged in the treasure hunt said to me, yes, I've got a book or a course inside of me that's dying to get out. And why is that important? Well, number one, because that shows me the people that are potential to work with me, okay? The other thing it shows me is the people that aren't interested in books and courses. So why would I continue sending messages about books and courses if those people have no interest, okay? Segmenting is important. It makes sure that you deliver the right message to the right person at the right time. We build that into the treasure hunt. It's what makes this campaign so great. All right, I'm going to find out who's paying attention. I'm going to get people over to Facebook Messenger, as I said, and I'm always looking for action takers. So what else am I doing when I'm planning and setting goals? I'm scoring activity. I'm completing my RWA qualifier, that's the survey, so that I'm identifying the best candidates for my new coaching program and courses, okay, and courses. I was going to say courses and memberships. Okay, so this is how planning happens in real time. Okay, we start with something imperfect and we keep just going over it and adding to it. I just saw that was missing, so I just added it. All right, so let's go back here now, back to the 10 steps, right? Next, we need to choose prizes. I won't go into this as much detail here. The prizes should move your reader closer to the goal. They should fit the theme of the promotion. They should have high perceived value. Here are some great sources that I have where I get some PLR from. Okay, so that's that. We have prize delivery. How do you want to do it? The best way to me, I think, is put it in a membership area. But maybe you don't have a membership area. So does that mean you can't do this? Absolutely not. You could deliver prizes through Facebook Messenger, through SMS text delivery, through a custom app. I'm developing something with somebody called Learnistic right now. Or you could even just have hidden links. Years ago, probably around 2006, 2007, 2008, somewhere around there, I went to Armin Morin's big seminar. I went several years in a row, and Ryan Deiss was speaking. Now, many people didn't know who Ryan Deiss was at that point, but one of the things Ryan was talking about was the importance of continuity and subscribers and members. And here's the thing, guess what? We didn't have membership areas in those days, okay? We didn't have a real good way to create locked membership areas. Of course, they're all over the place today. The point of the story is, this did not stop Ryan from doing memberships. The way he did his memberships was, number one, he used email memberships. He delivered his lessons via email. So you can only get those emails, obviously, if you paid for the course. If you didn't pay for the course, you didn't get the emails. Now you might say, Steve, but somebody could share those emails. They could cheat. Yes, okay, they could. And Ryan was willing to accept the fact that a tiny number might share, might cheat, versus the fact that he made Thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. In Ryan's case, millions of dollars. Okay, this is how entrepreneurs get started, is they don't let the tools dictate what they do. That's what I want to show you. If you don't have a membership area, think of another clever way that you could deliver your prizes. Hidden links are fine also. All right, now let's go to graphics. Okay, graphics. All of my messages have, in the treasure hunt, have fun, have cool, fun, exciting graphics. These are just some of the tools that I use. And some folks, you may have seen that I use some shots out of movies. How did I get those shots? How did I get those, like GIFs, those animated shots out of those movies? So I'm going to show how I did that. All right, messages. Come up with a list of stories. Find or create a graphic. Choose your prize, and then tie it all together in a message. You see, I do all three of these things first. Before I sit down to write my email, I think about a story that's in my mind that I want to tell. And guess what? I'm not even thinking about the outcome of the story. I'm not even thinking about the theme, because I know this. I could take any story and tie it into any theme I want at the very, very end. So I'm thinking of stories I could tell. It may be a story from my personal history. In the treasure hunt, I told a story about my first day on a job where I wrecked a rental car. I literally I literally tore the door off of a rental car. You'll have to read that email message to hear the whole story. But as I'm thinking about that, I'm thinking there's a story, and that's got a visual, okay? People are going to like it. It's going to show imperfect action on my part. They're going to bond with me. They're going to get a laugh out of the story. And they're going to feel for me a little bit, because obviously you could think about how bad I felt when I ripped that car door off the rental car. I'm still laughing at the story. So anyways, as I'm thinking about that, I start thinking about one of my favorite movies from when I was a kid, Smokey and the Bandit. And I start thinking about Jackie Gleason, okay? And his car, he keeps getting in accidents because Burt Reynolds keeps outfoxing him, and his car keeps falling apart. It's one of the central gags in the movie. And he's got his son named Junior, and the door falls off the car, and he says to Junior, he says, "Junior, put the evidence in the car." And that image is going through my mind. So I know that anybody our age that has seen this movie, this is going to bring about great feelings. It's going to bring about a laugh. It's going to bring about bonding and building rapport, because people literally wrote back to me and said, hey, I remember, one guy wrote me back, he said, "I went to see Smokey and the Bandit at the drive-in when I was a kid." He says, "That just brings back such great memories, hanging out with my friends at the drive-in and laughing our butts off at Smokey and the Bandit." All right, so that's exactly the type of response that I'm looking for, and it worked, right? So this is why stories work so well, and what I do is I think of the story first, then I think about how can I get that point across in a funny or engaging graphic. It doesn't have to be funny or engaging, but funny, but engaging, something that's going to set the point. All right, what prize am I going to put in this message? Then I finally write the email. It all comes together if all these three things, if you thought about it out in advance. All right, now, next step, let's go on to tracking and sending. Okay, I'm going to use my funnel kits, how do I do it, and how do I plan my tags, and I'm probably going to come up with more things here. That's probably not quite complete. My RWA qualifier, I use a program called LCS, and that's about to launch this week. I've been a user of it for many years, because I've actually been on the development team and the advisory team for Chad Nicely for this, because I use it so effectively and have created so many strategies using it. But it's a great tool, and I use it a lot in this campaign. So I'm going to show how I use it. I'm going to show how I design a survey, what type of questions, how do I qualify my leads, how do I set my scores, how do I create my tags, and then some advanced things I'm going to go into are integrate with funnel kits and how to put contacts on a pipeline. And let's see, next I'm going to show cool tools. What tools do I use? I just made a list of all the tools that I've used while putting together this treasure hunt. And finally, the Marketing Pros bag of tricks. All right, and there you go. Getting their attention, getting them to fall in love with you, segmenting, scoring, advanced techniques, writing your messages, decision trees, creating automation templates, moving from automation to automation, resending to unopens, your goals, building in real time, and using weight strategically. And these, by the way, are goals within the Funnel Kits campaign. These are not like your personal goals. This is how to use the goal tool within Active Campaign and Funnel Kits. So there you have it. Now, so what happens from here? Everything happens from here. I have plenty here to create a full course. it took me more time to make this video to show you than it actually took me to create this. And once you've done this once or twice and you learn the way that I do it, then you'll be able to do it for yourself. So with that, I wanted to show you what I call my 10X content planner, how I do it. There's actually more ways that I go in more depth within my course. It's called The Legacy Way. Probably going to develop a standalone course on the 10X content planner. I've actually developed a very cool tool to show you that automatically completes an entire product just by starting with the 10X content planner. I'll save that for another video because that's so cool. Watch for that video, all right? But a whole new automated, this literally plans out all your content for a course or for your marketing for a full year, even 2 years, depending on how often you send this stuff. But a 10 by 10 content planner, if you fill it out completely, gives you 100 topics, 100 topics. If you send out one email on one topic a week, how long will 100 topics last you? Right? 2 years. 52 weeks in a year. So take 2 weeks and go on vacation each year, 2 years. 50 messages per year. And you could literally design that all like I have done here in a short period of time. When I say an afternoon, I'm really talking about an hour or 2 hours, okay? If you've got that book, you've got that idea in your mind, this is how you organize it. I hope you've enjoyed this. It went a little longer than I expected, but it's great, valuable information. And it's how I plan my courses, my products from this. So you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I call F It, Do It Live. I am going to teach all these subjects over the next few days. I'm going to teach people, and I'm going to invite them to watch it live. But the replays will turn into a paid course. Having people come live, number one, gives me instant feedback so I know if I'm on target. People might ask additional questions, and it makes my course even better because of the feedback I'm getting from the live audience. It gives them a great incentive to show up live because they're getting great information. I can also sell the replays to them and give them a great deal. Okay, before I even turn it into a course, I'll let them buy the unedited and uncensored videos. People love this. Even if I'm letting them attend for free, they know they want to watch it over and over, or maybe they missed a section. So I will end up selling the recordings for a good price this week. Even though I give it away for free, I'll actually make good money from people that buy the course, the unedited and uncensored recordings. Then I'll take the money that I make from that. I'll hire somebody to do the censoring and turning into a product. I'll hire a copywriter, and I will have a product that I'll be able to sell forever and ever and ever and ever. And it all started by me waking up at 5 a.m. this morning, getting the ideas that are already in my head into my 10X content planner. It's Steve Rosenbaum. I hope this has helped you. I hope you enjoy it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.